My beloved child, I invite you to draw near and listen to my voice this day, for I long to embrace your heart with a tenderness that surpasses every earthly understanding. I am ever present, watching over you with a devotion that never wanes, and I delight in lifting your spirit when sorrow tries to weigh it down. Do not doubt the depth of my affection, because you are cradled in my boundless mercy, and I will never let you go. Even in moments of darkness, I place a light within your soul, reminding you that hope is never out of reach. I am here to guard you, to comfort you, and to assure you that you are never alone. For my hands guide your every step, and my love sustains you in all circumstances. Rejoice now, for I have a promise of renewed strength awaiting you. My care for you knows no limits, and when you feel the burdens of life pressing heavily upon your shoulders, remember that I stand closer than any friend or family member could ever be. I see the silent aches in your soul, and I pour out my compassion to wash away every tear, offering you refuge in the midst of every storm you face. I urge you to rest your mind on my unfailing promises, for I am your shield, and I will never allow harm to conquer you. Trust that my grace is abounding, gently covering your weaknesses, turning them into opportunities for growth and a deeper intimacy with me. Take heart, for I am here, opening a path to peace and victory, ready to lead you forward with a love that is unchangeable and eternally true. I see your heart, and I call it precious, for each beat reflects the unique design I have placed within you, and I delight in every breath you take because you are formed by my hands with great intention. Even the smallest hopes that glow in your soul bring me joy, and I cherish the tender moments when you open your spirit to my presence. You are priceless, more radiant than any gem in existence, for I have engraved your worth upon my heart. Do not dismiss your significance, for I have knit every fiber of your being with care. Step forward in confidence, for I am pleased with who you are. Amen. I have designed you as a masterpiece, fitting together your talents, dreams, and passions into a stunning mosaic of potential that shines brightly in my eyes. I embrace your uniqueness and rejoice at every quiet victory you achieve, even if the world fails to notice. You hold a special place in my plan, and no one else can fulfill the purpose I have set aside for you. Do not let the opinions of others dim your light, for my approval is all you truly need. Take courage, for I am proud to call you my beloved. I smile upon you whenever you seek my face, and I encourage you to do so without fear or hesitation, because my love casts out all uncertainty. Though the path may twist and turn, I am there, guiding you through uncharted valleys, refining your character, and highlighting the gifts I have planted within you. Every time your heart resonates with passion for goodness, know that it is I who stirs your deepest desires. Hold fast to your sense of purpose, for you are an irreplaceable thread in the tapestry of my kingdom. Breathe deeply, for I am thrilled by your faithfulness. My devotion to you extends beyond any boundary, and I have placed a song of triumph inside your spirit that no trial can silence. When doubts creep in, remember that I wrote your name in my book long before you were born, and I have always believed in your potential. You are never forgotten, even when it feels like the world overlooks you, because my gaze is constantly fixed upon your journey. Cherish the person I have made you to be, for you are chosen and deeply loved. Stand tall, for I celebrate your unique value. I gently fashioned you with compassion, weaving every strand of your personality with deliberate care, and I find pleasure in the qualities that set you apart. No flaw or weakness can overshadow the gem of brilliance I see radiating from your spirit, for I am the one who kindles your inner light. I invite you to see yourself through my eyes, free from condemnation and measuring up to external standards. You are a treasure, a vessel of honor, destined to carry my hope to those around you. Move forward with assurance, for I rejoice over who you are becoming. Your worth in my sight does not rest upon your achievements or perfections, but upon the love I have poured out upon you since the beginning of time. Every part of your soul is known to me, and I hold your heart close to mine, tending to its wounds and breathing life into its aspirations. I call you beloved, and I long for you to recognize how deeply my affection runs for you. Even the quiet corners of your mind are of great interest to me, and I cherish the delicate intricacies of your personality. Trust in your true worth, for I delight in you. I crafted your hands to create beauty, your voice to speak life, and your presence to bring comfort to those in need. For I have planted seeds of generosity and compassion in your being. You may wonder if your efforts matter, but I tell you they do, for no gesture of kindness escapes my notice. I have anointed you to stand as a beacon of encouragement in a weary world, and I smile whenever you pour hope into another soul. Remember, your identity does not hinge on worldly recognition, but on my steadfast love. Embrace this truth, for I hold you in high regard. I have made you an ambassador of my goodness, a living testimony of what can happen when the divine touches the human heart. Whenever you doubt your strength, I urge you to look at how far we have come together, for I have uplifted you when you stumbled, and I have guided you when you were lost. The beauty of your spirit shines most when you walk in humility and compassion, reflecting the truth of my grace to others. You are a beloved vessel of my message, and the world needs the gift of your story. Step boldly, for I approve of you. I desire you to know that nothing about you is accidental, for your laughter, your tears, your quirks, and your passions all serve to shape the individual I treasure. In moments of self-doubt, remember that my gaze remains full of adoration and acceptance, never shifting with changing circumstances. My spirit rests upon your life, and I gently nurture every seed of greatness that I placed within you before time began. In my eyes, you are a masterpiece continually unfolding, ready to reflect my glory more vividly each day. Be at peace, for I enfold you with unwavering delight. I celebrate your essence, cherishing the specific color of your personality, the sound of your laughter, and even the lines that form on your face when you smile. Though the world may try to evaluate your worth by fleeting standards, I look deeper into the treasure house of your soul and find infinite potential. You need not compare yourself to anyone else, for my plan for you is personal and irreplaceable. Release the weights of comparison, for I lift you up as my cherished child, crowned with the beauty of my presence. Rejoice in this, for you carry my favor. I planted my image within you, a reflection of my creativity and love, and I invite you to shine that reflection without restraint. Too often, you hide your gifts out of fear or uncertainty, but I call you to let your light blaze for others to see, for that is why I kindled it in the first place. Each time you choose hope over despair, you reveal the brilliance of that image, and you inspire hearts in ways you cannot imagine. Know that you matter immensely, and that I sing over you with boundless enthusiasm. Take heart, for I delight in your faith. I am aware of how fragile you sometimes feel, how the judgments of others can wound and create an ache in your spirit. Yet, I remind you that I have pronounced you worthy, beyond every label this world might place upon you. You are my creation, fashioned with utmost care, destined to be a beacon of my grace in all you do. So do not shrink back or question whether you truly matter, for I hold you in the palm of my hand, eager to see you flourish. Press on, for I adore the way you carry my love within you. Your uniqueness is a lovely tapestry of traits, some bold, some subtle, yet all essential in the exquisite design I have for your life. I speak life over every detail of your being, calling each quality into bloom so that you may see the wonder of who you are. My spirit resonates with your desire for deeper meaning, and I assure you that each longing in your heart has significance in my grander plan. Have no fear, for I cherish the distinctive melody of your soul and will continue guiding you to fulfill your role in my story. Embrace this, for I treasure your essence. I invite you to perceive how remarkably I have woven your strengths and limitations together, because both contribute to the brilliance I see in you. Even your struggles can become testimonies of grace when you surrender them to me, allowing my power to shine through your vulnerability. Rest in the knowledge that I see your earnest heart, the love you bear for those around you, and the yearning to reflect my goodness in all your ways. You make me glad when you trust my hand in shaping you each day. Stay hopeful, for I am honored by your willingness to grow. I take great pleasure in reminding you that no voice can ever diminish the value I have assigned to you, for it is sealed with my everlasting covenant of love. Your heart, with all its desires and dreams, is like a garden I tend, watering and nurturing each seed until it flourishes under my guidance. Open your eyes to see how I encourage you to flourish, how I place people and experiences in your path to refine your gifts. You are vital to my purpose, and I will continue to lead you in paths that reveal your glorious worth. Be encouraged, for I cherish your presence. I am keenly aware of the long nights when you toss and turn, fearing the uncertainty that tomorrow might bring, wondering if your worries will ever dissipate. I see the tears that stain your pillow as you wrestle with doubts about the future, and I hold your trembling heart when pain feels unbearable. Nothing escapes my notice, for I stand by your bedside, whispering comfort even when you cannot hear. Do not despair, for my strength moves quietly in those moments of weakness, and I promise to carry you through every season of difficulty. Take courage, for I understand your struggles. I know how you feel when disappointment chips away at your confidence, making you question whether your dreams are worth pursuing any longer. When doors seem to slam shut and opportunities slip through your fingers, I am there, gathering the fragments of hope you thought were lost. I feel the heaviness of your sighs, and my heart aches for you, longing to lift that burden. Cling to me, for I am the steady rock on which you can stand, even when storms threaten to overwhelm. Look up, for I recognize every trial you face and will not abandon you. In moments when loneliness envelops your spirit, I am the companion who draws near. Though the world may not notice your silent cry for connection, you are not forgotten, for my love extends far beyond any isolation you experience, and I cradle your wounded heart with my gentle touch. Let the ache of solitude lead you into deeper communion with me, for I never hesitate to step into your darkness. I stand with you, never flinching from your tears or your unanswered questions. Take hold of my presence, for I faithfully see the depths of your loneliness and respond with compassion. I am aware of the moments when sorrow seems to overshadow any glimmer of joy, as though a cloud has settled permanently over your life. Even then, I hold you close, urging you to release your sadness into my hands, to trust that I can transform mourning into a quiet hope. When grief weighs heavily, remember that I walk beside you, offering rest when the load becomes too great to bear. I know the memories that haunt you and the regrets that trouble your soul, and I extend my mercy to wash away every sting. Press forward, for I feel your pain intimately. I see your struggle with temptation, how it tugs at your thoughts and tries to lead you down paths that drain your spirit. I do not judge you harshly, but rather I stand ready to help you resist, to grant you the power to overcome the impulses that threaten to derail your peace. When you falter, I am quick to offer forgiveness and a fresh start, for my grace abounds in your weakness. Take heart in knowing I never grow tired of your pleas for help, and I urge you to keep pressing onward. Remember, I am here to support you. In your days of frustration, when anger surges within you and words you wish you could take back spill out, I understand the tumult of your emotions. I encourage you to pause, to breathe, and to let my calming presence wash over your mind, diffusing the flames that rage within. You are not alone in your struggles, for I witness the inner battles, the regrets, and the longing to find a better way. I offer you my peace to soothe the turmoil, transforming tension into clarity. Do not give up on yourself, for I believe in your capacity to overcome. I acknowledge how fear can grip your heart when you face unknown territories, be they new responsibilities, shifting relationships, or unexpected transitions. Though the future appears dark, I remind you that I hold every tomorrow in my capable hands, guiding the steps you have yet to take. Even when your knees tremble, my presence stands firm, a light that cuts through the darkness, dispelling illusions of doom. Keep your eyes on me, for I am source of your stability, always prepared to uphold you. Do not be alarmed, for my comfort is unwavering and my help is on the way. I witness your fatigue, how the burdens of daily life drain your energy, leaving you weary in both body and soul. You yearn for rest, but responsibilities seem endless, and you wonder if relief will ever arrive. I invite you to lean on my strength, to release the weight you carry and discover that I am fully able to renew your vigor. I call you to find refuge in my arms, where your soul can breathe again. Find hope, for I am the wellspring of refreshment, pouring out my revitalizing grace just when you feel you can no longer go on. Sometimes you feel misunderstood, as if no one sees the real essence behind your actions or the pains that provoke your sighs. Yet I, who created your heart, understand every hidden motive, every sincere wish, and every stifled cry for empathy. I invite you to cast aside the cloak of pretense and come to me with your authentic self, scars and all, for I never reject the soul that longs to be known. Fear not judgment, for I gaze upon you with mercy that transcends human comprehension. Take refuge in my knowing heart, for I embrace you completely. I hear you when you whisper desperate prayers in the silence, hoping for an answer, yet uncertain if it will come. Even in your doubt, my ears are inclined to your voice, ready to respond in ways beyond your expectation. Though waiting can feel excruciating, I urge you not to lose heart, for my timeline weaves perfectly into your destiny, orchestrating blessings you cannot yet see. Look beyond the moment, trusting that I actively working all things together for your good. Let patience guide you, for I am always listening and will not abandon your heartfelt pleas. I feel the weight of your guilt and shame when you recall past mistakes, punishing yourself long after I have offered forgiveness. I long for you to walk in freedom, to stop dragging the chains of yesterday, for I have cleansed you with my compassion. Allow my love to wash over your conscience, removing the residue of regret and filling the emptiness with renewed purpose. I ask you to lean into my mercy, for it is mightier than any sin that once held you captive. Step into freedom, for I will not hold your past against you. I understand that you grapple with doubt, sometimes questioning your worthiness of blessings or your standing in my eyes. You wonder if my promises still hold when you feel unworthy or incapable. Listen to my heart, for I assure you that my faithfulness never depends on your perfection, but on my unchanging nature. Embrace the confidence that my promises remain intact, guiding you through every twist and turn. I encourage you not to keep your distance, for my arms remain wide open. Trust my unwavering commitment, for I delight in reassuring you of my abundant grace. Your distress over family conflicts, broken friendships, or unresolved tensions can gnaw at your peace, making you question if healing is even possible. But I, who am the author of reconciliation, can mend what seems irreparably shattered, breathing new life into relationships you fear are lost. Place your hurts in my hands and watch as I orchestrate healing through forgiveness, empathy, and the gentle power of my spirit. I do not promise instant resolution, but I assure you that hope remains as long as you keep seeking the guidance. Stand firm in expectation, for I am working to restore. I perceive how frustration with yourself can build when you fall short of your own standards, feeling as though you can never measure up. I urge you to release those self-imposed burdens and allow me to shape your growth through patience, compassion, and gentle instruction. Every stumble is an opportunity to draw nearer to me, relying on my strength rather than your own. Take a deep breath and remember that my love does not waver according to your performance. Welcome, my perspective, for I see infinite potential in you and continue to mold you into the person you are meant to be. I know how fear of rejection or judgment keeps you from revealing your true self, even to those who are closest to you. But I invite you to rest in my acceptance, which is not contingent on your accomplishments or flaws. In my presence, you can be unguarded, pouring out your heart without censorship or shame, for I treasure every honest thought you share. My desire is to replace your apprehension with confidence, reminding you that you are unconditionally loved. Keep pressing forward, for I will support you through every vulnerability you courageously expose to me. I declare that I am your shield, standing at the forefront of every battle, covering you with an invincible barrier of grace and power. Even when dangers loom, I reassure you that my protection extends into the invisible realms where foes cannot trespass. I guard your life with vigilance, orchestrating outcomes for your good, even if you cannot see the grand design. When waves of uncertainty crash, hold fast to my promise that I will not let you be consumed. Find security in my presence, for I am your refuge and your unwavering defender. I assure you that I am the fortress to which you can run when chaos surrounds you, a sanctuary where fear finds no foothold. When adversity arises, I fortify you with my endless resources, ensuring that no harm overtakes you unawares. Trust that every trial must first pass through my hands, and I will not allow you to face more than you can bear with my assistance. In your weakness, my power is magnified, proving that true safety is not the absence of challenge, but the presence of my sustaining grace. Take refuge in me, for I am your stronghold. I am the light that pierces the deepest darkness, dispelling shadows that threaten to obscure your hope. Even when the path ahead seems hazardous, my guiding presence illuminates each step, ensuring you will not stumble beyond repair. I stand guard over your life, situating my angelic hosts around you, ministering protection and peace to your soul. Do not yield to panic or doubt, for my vigilance encompasses you from every side. Remain bold, for I dedicate myself to shielding you from the snares that lie in wait, confirming my steadfast commitment to your well-being. I promise to be the safe haven in your storm, the unwavering anchor that holds you steady when gusts of uncertainty blow with raging force. When fears arise, I beckon you to cling to me, to rest beneath the shelter of my wings until the turmoil subsides. My heart aches when you feel vulnerable, and I delight in covering you with layers of my love. So take courage, for I have placed a spiritual armor upon you, one that extinguishes every fiery dart aimed at your heart. Be at peace, for my protection is neither fragile nor temporary. I am your helper, present in times of trouble, quick to respond to your prayers and unwavering in my defense of your heart. Even when life's storms batter your spirit, I stand on the waters, commanding the waves to be still in the authority of my name. I will not leave you stranded in the tempest, for my mighty hand pulls you to safety just when you think all is lost. Believe that my desire is to preserve you from destruction, allowing your faith to mature while safeguarding your precious soul. Rest secure, for my help is always near. I vigilantly watch over your coming and going, overseeing each breath you take and each place your feet tread. You may not perceive it, but my presence accompanies you on the road, in your home, and wherever you dwell, dispersing dangers that loom unseen. I am committed to defending your well-being, upholding you when you stumble and protecting you from harm that would shake your foundation. When you feel exposed, remind yourself that my eyes never close and my arms remain ever ready to rescue. Be still, for my guardianship envelops you in all seasons of life. I am the one who quells the raging winds, preventing the storms from overtaking you, though the tempest may swirl around you with relentless force. When you call upon me, I move mountains, shift circumstances, and align my resources for your benefit. Fear no threat, for I carry you through the darkest valleys, guiding you toward higher ground where you can stand victorious. I delight in showcasing my power in your vulnerability, proving that your strength is made perfect in my sovereignty. Rejoice, for my protection is unstoppable, ensuring that none can snatch you from my hand. I provide a path of escape when temptation becomes too strong, opening doors of refuge that allow you to break free from destructive pursuits. I do not leave you defenseless, for my word is a sword that cuts through every lie aimed at your heart. Take hold of my promises, and you will find them faithful, a fortress of truth that repels the threats that seek to undermine your confidence. I guard your spirit zealously, ensuring no falsehood gains permanent residence in your mind. Stand firm, for I am your champion, and I fortify you against any attack. I uplift you when sorrow tries to drown your joy, for my arms swoop in to salvage your hope. When you weaken under discouragement, I infuse you with resilience that transcends human limitation, so you may rise once more. I envelope you in my grace, sealing your wounds before they can turn into deeper scars. Even if affliction knocks at your door, it will not remain forever, for my restorative presence arrives to restore what was lost. Remember, I am your healer, safeguarding every aspect of your well-being with a tenderness that outlasts every trial. I oversee the details you consider insignificant, for even the smallest concern does not escape my loving gaze. If the sparrow is cared for, how much more will I watch over you, my beloved? I am the gatekeeper who prevents the devourer from snatching away your peace. Let not anxiety take root in your heart, for my might surpasses every threat that darkens your horizon. You can depend on my ability to keep you secure, trusting that even in the unknown, you are never abandoned. Stay confident, for my vigilance covers every corner of your life. I guard not only your physical existence, but also your emotional and spiritual realms, ensuring that the adversities of life do not crush your spirit entirely. When trials strike, I wrap your soul in a protective cloak, preserving your inner joy even amid tribulation. Nothing can separate you from my sustaining care, for I hold your heart in the palm of my hand. Come to me when the weight feels too great, and I will gently lift it from your shoulders. Take comfort, for my guardianship extends to all parts of you, ensuring you remain intact and whole. I pledge to surround you with my steadfast love, a shield that stands against the arrows of discouragement and despair. When you wander from the path of safety, my voice beckons you back, preventing you from lingering in harm's way. Even when you are unaware, I dispatch my angelic servants to stand watch over you, forming a celestial boundary that cannot be breached by those who wish you harm. Find assurance in this intricate care, for I orchestrate a multitude of unseen protections every day. Take heart, for I will not allow your soul to be overtaken. I commit myself to journeying with you through every valley, ensuring that the shadowy places of life do not consume your spirit. Walk courageously through these trials, knowing that I am at your side, shining light ahead so you do not lose your way. When oppression pressures you, I counter it with my peace, saturating your mind so fear cannot take root. I prepare a table for you even in the presence of adversity, declaring my sovereignty over every challenge. Stand resolute, for I am the ever-present guard who holds you in the midst of turmoil. I set an impenetrable boundary around your destiny, ensuring that my purpose for you will not be sabotaged by any force. Though obstacles may arise, I skillfully weave them into the tapestry of your life, transforming potential setbacks into stepping stones. Know that no weapon formed against you will ultimately succeed, for my blessing rests upon your head like a protective crown. Keep your gaze fixed on me, for when you trust in my guardianship, no threat can undermine your confidence. Take refuge in my promise, for I have established your future in my hands. I provide safe passage, even when the journey leads through deserts or wilderness seasons, guaranteeing that you will reach the destination I have ordained. My spirit hovers over you, guiding each decision, ensuring you remain under my watchful care. When confusion arises, I offer clarity, and when fear attempts to freeze your steps, I supply the boldness to press forward. Cling to my promise, and see how I empower you to overcome every stumbling block. Rest assured that my protection is not a fleeting notion, but a covenant etched with my unchanging faithfulness. Move forward, for I am your sure defense. I invite you, in the quiet moments of your day, to speak to me directly from your heart, holding nothing back and trusting that I listen with unwavering attention. Prayer is not a ritual meant to intimidate, but a conversation where your soul finds solace, laying burdens at my feet with unfiltered honesty. Even your deepest sorrows are safe with me, for I meet you in your vulnerability and offer my calming touch. Make time for these sacred exchanges, for as you draw near to me, I draw near to you, refilling your spirit with steadfast hope. Come boldly, for I long to hear your voice. Open your heart without reservation, telling me your dreams, your fears, and your hidden desires. For my ears are ever inclined to your whispers. When you pray, do not be afraid to share your frustrations or unanswered questions, because I welcome every part of you. Nothing is off limits. There is no formula you must master. Simply let your words flow from an honest place within. I delight in connecting with you through your own sincere voice, free of pretense. Take confidence, for I cherish every word you release in my presence and respond with a love that transcends all understanding. Lift your eyes toward me when anxiety threatens to overwhelm you, and let the simple act of praying become your first response, not your last resort. I am nearer than your next breath, ready to comfort the flickering uncertainties in your mind. Choose to bring each worry and lay it at my feet, trusting that I care about the smallest details of your life. With open arms, I wait, ready to uphold you in my grace and whisper words of guidance into your heart. Go forth in this assurance, for prayer truly changes the atmosphere of your soul. In trusting me, you discover a peace the world cannot replicate, a security that goes beyond shifting circumstances or fleeting emotions. Commit your plans to me and watch as I guide your footsteps, revealing paths of righteousness for my name's sake. Do not hesitate to voice your hesitations, for together we will sift through your doubts and find clarity in the midst of confusion. I am the fountain from which all wisdom flows, and I yearn to pour counsel into your spirit through daily communion. Surrender your doubts, for I stand ready to anchor your faith with unwavering truth. Always remember, prayer is a lifeline that connects your heart to mine, sparking a dialogue that transforms worry into confidence and sorrow into anticipation of my intervention. When you feel dry, let your words be few but genuine, a simple cry for my presence to refresh your weary spirit. I long to be involved in every facet of your journey, from the smallest chores to the greatest ventures, so invite me into each detail without fear. I am your constant companion, gently molding your heart as you share your daily life with me. Take heart, for I answer with compassion. Set aside your reservations and let your prayers rise from a place of childlike faith, believing that my power dwarfs every problem you face. When you whisper your petitions in the stillness, I move behind the scenes, orchestrating breakthroughs and stirring hearts on your behalf. Give me your disappointments, your frustrations, and your longings, for I transform them into testimonies of grace. Know that I am not distant or aloof. I stand intimately close, yearning for a real conversation with you. Rejoice in this invitation, for prayer grants you a direct line to my omnipotent heart. Make room in your daily schedule to pause and reflect, allowing your soul to reset as you commune with me, letting my perspective shape your outlook. You will find that my voice gently corrects, encourages, and directs you toward paths that bring life and healing. In these moments, do not rush, but linger, savoring the peace that blossoms when you lay your burdens at my feet. Remember, trust is built with time and repetition, so return often, trusting that I am ever present, waiting to speak. Have faith, for I respond to your prayers in ways that surpass human logic. Consider how even a short, heartfelt prayer can shift the tides of your circumstances, for I desire to partner with you in bringing about my plans on the earth. Do not underestimate the impact of even a single whispered plea, for it resonates in my throne room. When you feel powerless, lean on the reality, Salah, that my strength is made perfect in your weakness, and that your humble prayers carry profound authority. Release any doubt that your voice is too small, for I treasure every honest cry. Stay encouraged, for prayer aligns your heart with my unstoppable purposes. In your busyness, let prayer be the thread that weaves through the fabric of your day, reminding you that my presence is not confined to sanctuaries or specific hours. You can talk to me while driving, working, or even in the midst of conversations, for my ears remain perpetually open. See how your stresses begin to melt away when you cultivate a habit of turning your attention toward me, welcoming my guidance into the here and now. I am eager to hear your daily joys and sorrows, big or small, for none are trivial in my sight. Take refuge in my nearness. Build the habit of trusting me in the smallest decisions, and watch how your trust grows for the greater leaps of faith. When you ask for help, do not question whether I care about your everyday challenges, for I am intimately interested in each detail of your life. Believe that no request is too mundane or insignificant, for I delight in providing for my children. Prayer and trust are twin pillars that uphold your spirit, steadying you against the shifting sands of circumstance. Draw near, for I wait patiently to share in your victories and your hardships alike. Choose to trust, even when the outcomes are unclear, remembering that my perspective transcends the immediate and sees the full tapestry of your life. When you encounter obstacles, present them to me without hesitation, for my power is infinite, and I delight in demonstrating my might through your faith. Let your heart rest in my promises, confident that I orchestrate solutions far beyond your imagination. In this partnership, your trust activates my hand, allowing miracles to unfold. Remember, I am your Father, and my commitment to you is unwavering, no matter how daunting the challenge may appear. Do not fear. Moments of silence. For in the hush of your soul, my voice emerges more distinctly, guiding you in unexpected ways. Let go of the urge to fill every quiet space with your own words, and allow me to speak, to console, and to direct your steps. I am the source of all wisdom and revelation, and I yearn to pour out understanding upon you when you pause to listen. Trust that my counsel leads you toward blessings that surpass your current viewpoint. Rest easy, for my spirit longs to commune with your heart in stillness. Use prayer, not only as a channel for petitions, but also as a means to celebrate victories, express gratitude, and reflect on the ways I have carried you in the past. When you remember my goodness, your faith is fortified, and your heart becomes fertile soil for even greater blessings. Give thanks for the everyday miracles, for each breath is a gift, each sunrise a reminder of my sustaining presence. I am pleased when you cultivate a spirit of thankfulness, letting it reshape your attitude and expectation of what is yet to come. Rejoice, for my kindness never runs dry. Surrender your anxieties at my feet, recognizing that you are not designed to bear the weight of life's uncertainties alone. When you trust my sovereignty, you discover a quiet strength that empowers you to face challenges with unshakable poise. Allow me to replace your restlessness with my peace, knowing that you are under the protection of the Almighty. Believe that your prayers do not vanish into emptiness, but are carried by my love straight to the heart of divine possibility. Stand firm, for I am your foundation, strong and unyielding. Release the outcome of your requests into my hands, accepting that my timing and answers may differ from your own expectations. When you submit to my will, you open the door for solutions that far exceed the limitations of human reasoning. Trust that I work all things together for your good, weaving even disappointments into a tapestry of eventual triumph. Persist in prayer, for there is power in persevering faith, and I am faithful to honor every earnest cry. Anticipate my goodness, for I take great joy in surprising you with wonders you have yet to imagine. I promise that your future shines with the radiance of my favor, for each day unfolds under my watchful eye, revealing new opportunities to encounter my goodness. Do not lose hope, for I am the architect of possibilities, weaving blessings into the tapestry of your tomorrows. When the road ahead seems foggy, remember that I have equipped you with faith to navigate by my light, one step at a time. My plans for you are not mediocre or half-formed, but brimming with potential and marked by my love. Embrace this outlook, for I see far beyond the limits of today. I have prepared moments of breakthrough, seasons of refreshing, and encounters with my grace that will invigorate your spirit in ways you cannot yet fathom. When despair threatens to settle, recall that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, unchanging in my commitment to bring you into fullness of life. Keep your ears open for my whispers of guidance, for I will direct you away from pitfalls and toward places of abundance. In every detour, I weave a lesson of growth, transforming trials into stepping stones. Hold on to anticipation, for my mighty hand guides your destiny. I rejoice in seeing you dream, for I am the source of every God-inspired vision planted within you, and I delight in nurturing those aspirations into reality. When you doubt your capacity to fulfill the purpose I have entrusted to you, remember that my strength compensates for every shortfall. I am progressively unveiling doors of opportunity, inviting you to walk forward with boldness. Even if fear suggests turning back, my promise stands unwavering, urging you to continue. Trust that I orchestrate every circumstance for your ultimate good, shaping you into a vessel ready to receive greater blessings. I desire you to step out in faith, not because you are flawless, but because I am the one who empowers you to go beyond your natural limitations. When obstacles seem insurmountable, consider them as invitations to rely on me more deeply. I am the rock beneath your feet, so even if your progress feels slow, it remains steady as long as you are anchored in my promises. Cling to courage, for your future overflows with chances to witness my miraculous interventions. Remember, I am not hindered by what you lack, but rather I am glorified through your trust. I see seeds of greatness within you, seeds that have yet to fully bloom, but which I water daily with my love and patience. When your hope wilts, I revive it by shining my light, ensuring that nothing can truly extinguish the destiny I have spoken over your life. You do not stand alone in your pursuit of a better tomorrow. My angels go before you, preparing the way. Embrace each challenge, knowing it refines your character and readies you for a harvest of blessings. Lift your head, for I celebrate every sign of growth I see in you. I am the author of new beginnings, and I constantly offer you the grace to start fresh when past disappointments try to pull you back. Do not allow yesterday's failures to define you, for I specialize in turning ashes into beauty. Each day is a clean canvas on which my spirit can paint wonders of restoration and hope. Even when progress feels incremental, trust that my hand steadily leads you forward. Press on, for I have not finished writing your story, and the chapters ahead glimmer with redemption and victory. I promise that blessings beyond your imagination await, not merely for your benefit, but so your life can reflect the overflow of my generosity to others. When you question your own worthiness, see how I have called and chosen you, laying a path of favor you never earned nor could repay. I strategically position you where your gifts can flourish, and I link you with others to form a community of mutual support. Rest confident in the truth that my plan includes an outpouring of abundant grace in every season. Rejoice, for your future rests securely in my capable hands. I understand that you may struggle to believe in a hopeful tomorrow when the present situation seems daunting. But I invite you to envision the miracles I can orchestrate, for I delight in defying human logic. Remember how I parted seas, moved mountains, and multiplied the meager, demonstrating that nothing is too difficult for me. Trust that the same power dwells with you now, ready to overturn adversity. Hold fast to expectancy, for your turning point may be closer than you think, and I will not fail in my promises to bring you into my fullness. I encourage you to speak life over your future, to declare my promises boldly rather than repeat the voices of doubt that echo in your mind. Your words carry weight, and when they align with my truth, they become seeds that produce a harvest of hope. Even when negativity attempts to overshadow your faith, resist it by proclaiming my unwavering commitment to your well-being. I am the gardener of your destiny, and I water each faith-filled declaration with my boundless grace. Grow in expectation, for every word rooted in faith will not return empty. I will make a way where there seems to be no way, carving through deserts and wastelands to show you that I am indeed the God of the impossible. When your path is blocked, watch how my creative solutions open up before you, leading you to vistas of possibility you never considered. Allow your heart to dream freely, knowing that my capabilities surpass every boundary of reason. Do not discount your potential, for I am the one who empowers you to scale the highest peaks. Move forward boldly, for I delight in forging new paths for you. I invite you to invest your talents and resources with faith, believing that what you offer, no matter how small, can be multiplied under my blessing. When you step out to serve others, to build community, or to pursue a calling, my divine favor amplifies your efforts. Recognize that success is not measured by the world's metrics, but by your obedience to my gentle leading. I provide the increase, often in ways that exceed your imagination, turning your humble beginnings into testimonies of my extravagant grace. Stand encouraged, for every seed sown in faith reaps a bountiful reward. I am writing a triumphant story through your life, even if the current chapter feels fraught with tension or uncertainty. Know that my narrative always ends in redemption, weaving every trial, mistake, and victory into a cohesive testament of my love. When you face chapters of heartbreak, I pen comfort and restoration, ensuring that joy will return. Trust my timing, for I orchestrate plot twists that lead you from the brink of despair to the shores of celebration. Remain patient, for I am the true author, carefully crafting a remarkable ending that proclaims my goodness. I promise that the tears you have sown in sorrow will be reaped in joy, for I transform heartbreak into testimonies of triumph. When you feel discouraged by the length of the journey, remember that every seed needs time to germinate before it breaks through the soil. Continue pressing forward, trusting that my hand waters your aspirations, ensuring they flourish in due season. I delight in surprising you with sudden shifts and breakthroughs, reminding you that no waiting season is wasted. Take hope, for I stand ready to reveal the fullness of my plans at the appointed hour. I sing songs of deliverance over you, declaring that you are destined to conquer every mountain that tries to stand in your way. Let your faith soar beyond the limitations imposed by your past experiences, stepping boldly into a future shaped by my unstoppable grace. I scatter the seeds of possibility around you, and I invite you to gather them by taking steps of courage. Believe that with me, every boundary can be expanded, every dream restored, and every longing fulfilled. Be ready, for I am breathing new life into your goals, drawing you into seasons of overflowing goodness. I invite you to look ahead with confidence, for my promises transcend any earthly hurdles and stand as unshakable truths. When discouragement knocks on your door, let my words remind you that the story is not over and the best chapters are still being written. Elevate your perspective by recalling past victories and trusting that I am more than able to bring greater ones yet. I lead you forward, urging you to dream big because my resources are infinite. Stay expectant, for I secure a future brimming with blessings, waiting to unfold at precisely the right moment. My love for you remains constant, an everlasting flame that no circumstance can extinguish, for I cherish you with a devotion that transcends time itself. When you question your standing before me, remember that I am the same God who spoke life into your being, weaving compassion and purpose into every part of your soul. Nothing can separate you from my affections, and no earthly failure can lessen my desire to walk hand in hand with you. Remember always, you are enveloped in my boundless mercy, and my gaze upon you is filled with kindness. Be at peace, for my unceasing love covers you now and always.